Rebonjour, c'est Nicomax sur Tex Murphy Overseer. Nous étions arrivés dans la cabine de Rovernot et nous allons donc explorer les lieux.
Nothing nicer than a relaxing evening in front of the fire with a jug of hooch at your elbow.
Je pense pas qu'il y ait grand chose de ce côté à voir. En tout cas, ah, c'est peut-être ça. Je pense que c'est tout pour l'instant. Oh.
A bunch of little fishies and what's this? A small metal box. I guess I should check it out. Uh-oh. Those aren't fishies, they're piranhas. Looks like I'll have to find an industrial strength fishing pole.
Bon. Ok. Je vais fermer pour pas que ça gêne le passage. Ah, tiens. Hop. Est-ce qu'on peut récupérer un truc là? Oui.
Now this hose is screwed on pretty tight. I need to find some sort of unscrewer thing.
Ok. Oups. Il a fait passer à côté de ce truc là. Hop. Les 3 sont vides. Et je vérifie. Et... Par contre, je crois qu'il y a des placards au-dessus, de ce côté par exemple. Celui-là m'a l'air vide. Je crois pas. Ça m'a l'air vide entièrement.
Well, the cabinets are certainly well made. Now to see if they're well stocked.
Ils sont très vides surtout. Bon, s'il n'y a rien, il n'y a rien. Hein. Insister. Tiroir, placard, c'est fait. C'est aussi.
I'll need to find a little something before I can open this.
Un petit quelque chose qui serait une clé par hasard. Attendez, qu'est-ce qu'il y a? C'est quoi ce qu'il y a dessus? Pourquoi il a dit que c'est le tableau là, s'il n'y a rien à voir? On va se mettre de l'autre côté du lit, on verra peut-être mieux. Non, on peut déplacer les tableaux, mais il n'y a rien à trouver. Merde. Oh, chier. Plantage. Oui, je sais. Ok, bon. On va tout fouiller déjà. On s'en fiche, on a plus en regarder. On va aller directement dans la chambre. Comment c'est ce qu'on faisait?
This quilt makes me want to find a bunch of hubcaps and have a game of super checkers.
Sounds like you'd worked with blow-up dolls before.
Hey, I have never been that lonely. But at the time, I had no one else to turn to. And you could light a cigarette from across the table with this baby.
Non, s'il y a autre chose sur le truc. Donc, il y a rien, c'est pareil, on va voir. Il y a une porte, mais je pense pas la puisse y aller.
This must be the back door. We'll need to check out the yard.
Regarde sur la cheminée. Est-ce qu'on a ce qu'il faut pour... Je pense pas. Il manque quelque chose. Attendez, c'était... Oui. Ah, flou. Voilà, ça se met ensemble. Et avec un peu de chance. Si je vois encore mon curseur. Bien. Ok, qu'est-ce qu'il y a donc dans cette boîte? Ah ah, niveau 4. Ça sera utile. Ça, je sais pas. Ça a l'air moins utile quoi. Si.
Robert Knott's top-level ID badge. This might give me access to someplace special in Law and Order Party headquarters.
Je sais plus, j'en ai fait. Ouais, c'est parce que je pensais, j'avais pas pris cette corde. Je sais que ça va avec ça. Voilà. Ça c'est fait. On va sauvegarder. Hop.
It's a good-sized skylight. You could get a full body tan just lying on the living room floor.
Je pense qu'on peut s'en aller. Non, j'ai un souris, j'ai pas reçu une fois.
Well, I wasn't expecting any company, but as long as you're here.
What the hell's going on here?
Sorry, I was looking for food. I was in a plane crash a few miles from here, and I haven't had anything but human flesh for the last few weeks.
Let me guess. You play soccer. What kind of game are you playing now?
That's no game, Mr. Knott. Somebody inside Law and Order put a bounty on your head.
Tell me something I don't know.
Well, as you may or may not know, a lot of people have been dying lately of self-inflicted and or accidental causes. You and I just might be next in line.
Anything else?
All right. I'm working with a Capricorn op named Wanda Peck.
So who the hell are you? And what's your relationship to Wanda Peck?
Well, there's a rat's nest at Law and Order Party. And for different reasons, we both want to find it.
You don't say. Well, that makes 3 of us.
You really think you're safe here?
It's as good a place as any. Doesn't really matter anyway. They're gonna find me sooner or later. Actually, my own death is not exactly high on my wish list of things I'd like to happen to me. But I'll tell you one thing. They know I'm not gonna give up without a fight.
So tell me something if you don't mind. But how does someone go from being the Law and Order Party candidate to the top of their things to kill list?
A candidate is sugar coating on a pill. The party sets an agenda, and all I do is try to make it a little easier for the public to swallow.
What's Law and Order trying to force feed us?
What'd you say your name was?
Murphy. Tex Murphy.
Well, you gotta believe what I'm gonna tell you, Tex.
Why not? I'm pretty gullible.
Law and Order has this plan. They're gonna put implants into everybody. It's gonna allow them to identify, track, and eventually control the whole population.
They really believe they could get away with that?
They know it.
Listen, maybe you can answer something that's really bothering me. If Law and Order is so powerful, why are they going around killing everybody?
Call. Greg Call. They're trying to kill anyone who has ties to him. He used to work for Gideon Enterprises.
How about I go talk to Frank Shimming?
Shimming? Oh, he's squarely in the camp of Law and Order.
Well, maybe he's behind this whole thing. I mean, Shimming could be the Overlord.
You know about Overlord, too?
Se cacher des personnes qui ont des flingues.
At this point, I started to smell gas.
Let me guess. You grabbed a couple of chili dogs for the flight up.
Not that kind. One of the bullets had hit the stove. Now the whole cabin was being flooded with gas. Who are those guys? They'll be a hit squad. Looks like they accomplished their task. Well, it took a couple of slugs before he hit the floor.
Bon.
Well, didn't put up much of a fight. He fell out of his pocket when he hit the floor.
C'est tout par terre. Bon, ok, je pense que c'est pour la chambre. Bam. Curseur. Non, on ouvre qu'à la fois. Sans il n'y a rien d'autre. Des vêtements. Donc, ça, je sais pas exactement quoi t'en servir.
I gotta figure out a way to get out of here quickly.
Non. Mauvaise.
Hey, I've got a proposition for you. A girlfriend would like to meet you.
Show us the girl.
Hi, boys. Come on in, let's have a party. I got s'mores.
Okay, we're coming in.
I love hunters.
It's just a rubber doll.
Well, I had a few singed hairs, but I was okay. Little did I know, things were about to really heat up.
Ooh, it sounds like Sylvia's about to make another appearance.
That's a good guess. After I got out of Knott's Inferno, I decided to fly back to Linsky's warehouse, check up on my client.
But she wasn't there.
Have I told you this part of the story before?
Oh, no, it's just that, well, I know how women work.
Well, that makes one of us anyway. So she's not at the warehouse. I fly over to her apartment. She's not there either. So I get in my speeder. I fly back to my office. I walk in the door.
And she's waiting for you.
Yeah.
Probably wearing something very nice.
To tell you the truth, I did not even notice.
Oh, of course not. So then she says, "Hello, handsome."
Well, needless to say, I was very, very upset with her. I thought we agreed that you would stay at the warehouse.
I know, but I started worrying something would happen to you. I don't feel very comfortable about being alone right now.
Sylvia, this thing is dangerous, and I don't think you realize how dangerous it is.
Well, tell me. I'm paying your tab after all.
Yeah, sure, bring business into this.
Well, that's what it is, isn't it? Am I not just a client? There were plenty before me, and there will be plenty after me.
That's what I tell myself.
What do you mean by that?
You know what I mean by that.
Tell me.
There's this thing. It's called the rules of a PI. And the number one rule is, don't fall for a client.
That wouldn't happen, would it?
Yeah, well, I'm holding you personally responsible for making me even think twice about it.
I feel so guilty.
Yeah, well, you should.
So tell me, are there any rules about kissing a client?
That falls squarely under Rule 1.
The rule that you're thinking twice about. So, break a rule. How many rules are there?
37 so far.
So 36 out of 37, that's not so bad. And I won't tell a soul.
Sounds like you were just about ready to go into the deep fryer.
No, it's more like a quick sear, followed by a slow simmer. Listen, Sylvia, it has been an incredibly long day, and my resistance is just about 0. So if you will take 10 pace us back. Promise to quit smelling so good. I promise you that when this is over, look into the possibility. We got a deal.
Okay, I'll be good. But I'll hold you to that promise.
I've got a cot in the other room. You take that and I'll sleep here.
Sweet dreams.
That's not gonna be hard.
Do you miss her?
Yeah, this again. You know, as soon as I lose some weight, I think I'm gonna get rid of it. I don't think I need to be reminded anymore. No, I don't think I do.
Good. Because I'm very selfish, you know.
It's one of the things that really attracts me to you.
Boy, that makes me happy to hear it. So now that you've described to me just about every temptation a man can stand, what happens next?
Nothing happened? Nothing happened, okay? Actually, I flew Sylvia back to the warehouse.
Good.
I thought you'd like that part. I went back to the office and I had a call.
Bon. Et on va se quitter. Alors je vous remercie de votre attention et je vous dis à la prochaine.